Hello and welcome to another video tutorial about Python and different ways to use these features that it has. In this video I'm going to explain you how to use the IDE. It's going to be Python itself, Python to write the code. Instead of using, like in the past, Cygwin and Sublime Text, then I'm going to type in the program directly into Python and save the data, and also explain what ranges are. So here I'm gonna open up my idle, the Python idle. So it's a screen like this. Just give me a moment. It's loading. So here, this is the Python shell. So this is what Python has by itself when you open it. So I file, new file. Get this other screen. I'm gonna make it smaller so you can see it complete. So this is pretty much the way that this will be the Sublime Text equivalent, and it's going to be the Cygwin equivalent. So here let's define a function, def r, that asks for x. Let me change. Okay, def r name x. So this is just defining a function named r with an argument x. What it's going to do, I'm going to just print values in a range. If I type in for I in range x, what do you think is going to happen? Type in print I r of 5. So run. First I save it, then save control as usual. So just r, it's the name, and F5 or run module. Here it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it stops. Why is this? Range. It has, if you can give it 3 values so that it can start working. And you have to give it an initial value, that's the 0 if you don't type in anything, or I can put 1. The second one will be the end value, like it's going to be from 1 to x in this case, and I can put in that it goes from in 1. In this one it's going to be like how fast it's going to increase. If I type in 2, it's going to 2 times, then I can have it something like this. Let's run the module. So it's 1, 3, and then it stops. So it starts in 1, so it prints 1. Then it's going to add 2. That's going to be 3. 1 plus 2, 3, and then it's going to reach 5. That's the number of the x. But it's not going to use this value. It's going to omit it. Always a range is going to ignore the last value. So if I wanted to consider it, I need to put x plus 1. Yes, the spaces here, just because I like it. If I type it like this, 1, 3, 5. You see? This time it's starting 1, 1 plus 2, 3, and 3 plus 5 plus 2, 5. I'm sorry. And since x minus 1 is the range, the last value that is going to be omitted is 6. 5 is still within this range. And I can also type in here negative numbers, so the count goes the other way around. I can do something like this. X plus 1, from x plus 1 to 1, in -2. What happens if I do this? Starts in 6. That's going to be the first value. If you see, I have x is 5. So let's try it again, like this. Okay, 5, 3. And if you see, 1 is not going to be included in this one. X, that's the first value, 5 minus 2, 3, minus 2, 1, not included. So if you go backwards, it's still going to ignore the last value. If I change it to 0, then you see it here. Let me do this a little bit smaller so you can actually see it. 5, 3, and 1. So range is going to increase the value of I, that's the variable, from an initial value to a final value, with a third argument that's going to be how fast is going to increase or decrease, depending on what you do. So this is pretty much it. Thank you for, if you see, I only had the idle that it's going to be from Python. I just open the shell, we create a new document, new file, and just type in here my program as if it was in Sublime Text or any other text editing software for programming, and just F5 or here run module. It's the same. Well, thank you very much for watching and have a very nice day.